Hello, horse racing fans. It's Mark with HereTheyCome.com. We're going to take a look at the 200-point prep races this today, Saturday. The Florida Derby and the Arkansas Derby will be in a second video. But just to show you a recent history that maybe will give you some tips, and you see the trends of what has been successful over the last few years. So we take a look first here at the Florida Derby winners and the favorite finish. As you can see, the favorites over on the far right-hand side there in red are the only ones that won. So we've only had 4 winning favorites in the last 15 years. Now, 2 of those have been in the last 3 years. Also, when you look at the winners here, look at the trainer column. Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher, Todd Pletcher. So Todd Pletcher's runners in the Florida Derby do very well. This year he has 1 runner, and that is nearly the 6 horse, and he is second on the morning line list. He's a second favorite on the morning line list. So as you can see here, the favorite will hit the trifecta almost all the time, and as well as the superfecta. In only 2 years has the favorite been out of the superfecta, and that was in 2019 and in 2011. So it doesn't happen often. It is possible, but that's a long shot for the favorite to be out of the superfecta. So we obviously want to give close consideration in our handicapping with the top 3 favorites in the field and how we want to use them, play them. Now we'll take a look at where the Florida Derby winner prepped at. What was their last race prior to the Florida Derby? As you can see here, look at the finish position. Almost all of them won their prep race for the Florida Derby, and if they didn't win it, they were usually second or third in their prep race. Now, as you look at where they prep race, the Holy Bull Stakes looks to be the most prevalent way to get to the winner's circle in the Florida Derby. The Fountain of Youth also has produced a couple winners. Looks like 4 winners in the past 15 years. So the Holy Bull and the Fountain of Youth are the key prep races for winning the Florida Derby. Now this year there's only 1 runner in the field coming out of the Holy Bull, and you guessed it, that's Todd Pletcher's horse. Nearly the number 6 horse. He's second favorite on the morning line. There's also 2 entrants in the field that are coming out of the Fountain of Youth, the winner and the runner-up. The winner was Commandment, the 4 horse, and the runner-up was Chief Wallaby, the 2 horse, who is the morning line favorite in the Florida Derby. Now, as you look down this last prep race column, look at how many Florida Derby winners were coming out of a optional claiming race. Optional claiming or allowance optional claiming race. This year, we have 1 runner in the field that's doing the same method, and that's the 7 horse, Timeless Victory, morning line 20-1. So we want to include him in our handicapping, take a good long look at him, and I would suggest using him in your exotic wagers as well. Guys, if he can hit the board, then we'll put our payoffs up better than the average. Here are the average payoffs in the Florida Derby over the last 15 years. As you can see, they're fairly low. So the race has been very formful between the top favorites. So the average win payoff has been $6.92. The average $2 exacta price is basically $112. The $2 trifecta has averaged $410, and the $1 superfecta averaged $912. So there's a few years as you look down these prices, there basically no long shot payoffs in the win position except for way back in 2012 when Take Charge Indy won and paid $17.40. The only other 2 years that paid more than $10 for the win was in 2021 with Known Agenda paying $12.80, and in 2019 with Maximum Security paying $11.60. So as I said earlier, if we have a long shot coming in a superfecta like the 7-horse Timeless Victory, we're going to get an okay payoff in the exotic wagers. But this just gives you an idea of how formful the race really is. Now here's the field for this year's Derby, Florida Derby. You can see the 5 has scratched, Redline Rebels. He's actually running in the Arkansas Derby today. So Patrick Villacone, his trainer, must have decided that this was the tougher of the 2 races. The Florida Derby was looking tougher to him than the Arkansas Derby, so he's going to run in Arkansas as opposed to Florida Derby against Chief Wallaby and Nearly and Commandment. So this is the field, and the points being awarded is 100 for the win, 50 for second, 25 for third, 15 for fourth, and 10 for fifth. Now it's estimated you're probably going to need 40 total of 40 points to get into the Kentucky Derby this year. It could go as high as 45 points. So unless you already have earned some points, you're going to have to win or come in second to guarantee enough points to get you into the Kentucky Derby. Now, the impact of Florida Derby runners, not necessarily the winner, the runners coming out of the Florida Derby that are in the Kentucky Derby, over the past 22 years, they've had a very impactful result in the Kentucky Derby superfecta payoffs. So they've had 7 wins, 7 Kentucky Derby winners coming out of the Florida Derby, along with 3 runner-ups in the Kentucky Derby, and 2 came in third in the Kentucky Derby, along with 4 other Florida Derby runners that hit the bottom of the superfecta. So Florida Derby runners are a must-use on Kentucky Derby Day. Keep that in mind. Don't forget it. Matter of fact, 2 of the last 3 Derby winners came out of the Florida Derby. That's how impactful this prep race is, Kentucky Derby prep race is for on the first Saturday in May. So I hope it gives you an idea of the best way to play the Florida Derby today, and you can see how formful it typically is. You can also go after our website. We'll be making our picks available for the Derby as well as all the Triple Crown races. And we also have our Proven Winning Derby profile that's available. It'll be released officially sometime next week. That'll be available. But you can go out to our website now and you can pre-order, sign up and pre-order everything if you'd like. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you good luck with the Florida Derby, and we'll put out the Arkansas Derby version of this very shortly today. Thanks for watching.